April is Donate Life Month, celebrating people who've made a massive difference in the lives of others through organ donation. Taylor Tashef joins us tonight with a powerful story involving two firefighters. Taylor.
Alicia, many people spend years on a donation list waiting for one phone call that will potentially save their life. For a Midstate volunteer firefighter, that call came from a familiar face. In 1994, Dave Schaefer was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease.
Eventually, the testing and everything else determined I had to be on dialysis. I got on the transplant list during that time here at UPMC Harrisburg.
In the meantime, he continued as a volunteer firefighter with Upper Allen Fire Company, occasionally running into Steve Cozy, another volunteer for a neighboring department.
Our relationship was really just being on fire scenes together. We really knew nothing more than that outside of, running fire calls together. That was it.
I just knew his name, knew who he was. Didn't get his attention. I knew what name to call, but I never really had any personal contact with him.
After 5 years on dialysis and 7 years on the transplant list, Dave got a phone call from a familiar name.
I get the voicemail then. It's like, hey, it's Steve Cozy, give me a call. It's like, okay, so I give him a call. I'm thinking, why is Steve calling me? This isn't different.
Not knowing a new chance of life was on the other end.
I picked up the phone and he's like, yeah, we need to schedule surgery. I'm going to be your living donor. You're going to be getting a kidney.
A decision Steve made without hesitation after finding out their blood type was the perfect match. Did you ever think twice about it?
I felt like God was sending me a message that he was leading me that way.
And now, almost 6 months after surgery, Steve and Dave are friends, meeting up for lunch and still doing what they love, helping others.
Twice this week we've been on fire calls together. And we always try and make a point of walking up and saying hi to each other and shaking hands. And I think being a firefighter, you realize how fragile life can be.
Priscilla St. Jacques Glusko knows that too. 3 years ago, her son Anthony was in an accident.
We were in the hospital and the doctors told us he would not live after the surgery. So we reviewed with the gift of life what that meant.
Anthony had checked organ donor on his license, and because of that, a 7-year-old boy received a new kidney, a 50-year-old man a new lung, and a farmer in Michigan received Anthony's heart.
When you go through the grief process of losing a child, there's nothing that replaces that. Those organ donations are going to contribute to somebody else's life who is going to live a good life.
Priscilla says it's never too late to check the box and become an organ donor. And for those considering becoming a living donor, we have more information on our website, abc27.com. In the studio, Taylor Tashef. Alicia, back to you.
Taylor, thanks so much.